So next up here is a consistency calendar, one for September and one for October. And all you need to do is put a little tick in the box on the day where you've completed your task, or put a little cross in your box if you have not been consistent that day. And consistency is hitting your daily dues of your water goals of 8 glasses of water a day, hitting your step goal, whichever one you went for. So in my case, 10K steps, hitting your protein goal, in my case, 150 grams of protein, hitting my calorie goal, which is 1900 or less, and hitting my veg goal of getting at least 5 to 6 portions of vegetables per day. So again, nice and simple. Next up here, we have some fat loss accelerators. So these are things that are kind of outside this plan that will be really helpful. So no sugar, no wheat, no alcohol. These things are all super high calories. They are not particularly filling. If you do have it, it's not the end of the world as long as you're within your calorie goals, but these are the things that will likely push you off track with your diet. So avoid these at best. And some of the things that you can do that are more beneficial is eat plenty of fruit and veg, eat plenty of lean protein, and plan out your meals. So those are some fat loss accelerators for you. Because of the Halloween challenge, we're going to add in some tricks and treats. So every 4 days or twice a week, like say a Wednesday and a Saturday, try to eat at maintenance or close to maintenance. So for me, that would be 2,400. I could go a little bit under that, it would be fine, but try and have a couple of days where you give yourself a little calorie boost to give yourself a little bit of more energy going into the system, so you're not completely depleting yourself, especially if you've been dieting earlier on in the year. This is a really useful tactic. Yes, your diet progress might be slower, your actual fat loss progress will be slower, but it'll be way more consistent, and it will stop you binging at other times when you allow yourself to have some of these treats that you're looking forward to. And it also gives you, like say you start on Monday and you really got hankering for something, you know on Wednesday you can have it, and then again on Saturday you know you can have a treat. But just try and be within your calorie budget, and do not, if you don't hit your step target and your workout target for the week, then you're going to have to lower what your total daily energy expenditure is. So next up here is a little progress tracker. Every week, pick a day that you're going to track your progress. Sunday, Monday, Friday, any day works well. It's good to weigh yourself every day and just use your average weight from the previous week. So week 1, you could use your average weight. Week 2, use your average weight. Your Apple iPhone will do this for you. If you track your weight every single day, it will tell you your weekly average, which is really useful. Or you could just weigh in every Monday. But also take note of your waist measurement, particularly if you don't suffer from bloating. If you do suffer from bloating, sometimes not the best one to do. Up here is a couple more tricks and treats. And these are blood sugar hacks to help you stabilize your blood sugar. So let's go through each one. So eat a savory breakfast, not a sweet one. I can't recommend this one enough for just setting you up the day. If you have a bowl of Cocoa Pops in the morning, even though it fits your calories, you are going to be craving more sugar and more things as your blood sugar rises, and as it dips, you're going to create some hunger in yourself. If you have a savory breakfast, bacon and eggs, bacon with vegetables, have a steak for breakfast, particularly getting this protein goal, but eat also some other savory foods, will stabilize your hunger for a lot longer than a sweet breakfast will. Next one is, if you have something sweet and sugary to eat, have it after a meal, not on an empty stomach. So don't just grab a 11 o'clock donut. Try and have your sweet thing as a dessert after a meal, and that will help stabilize your blood sugar, and it will stop you dipping, and it will just mean that you're more likely to hit your step targets, more likely to hit your workout targets, and more likely not to binge on your food. The next tip here is add some vegetables to the beginning of your meal and get some veg into your stomach before anything else. This sets up your stomach to process that food and will help stabilize your blood sugar as this starts to get broken down into your blood sugar, rather than having the carbohydrate go in first and spike your blood sugar. So having a veggie starter, like a bowl of soup, a little salad, just to start you off with. The other tip here is eat your veggies first, then your protein, then your fats, and then your starches, sugars last in the meal. This also, as it processes through the stomach, will help stabilize your blood sugar, and it will stop you having an energy dip. Also, the carbohydrates are the least useful thing in the meal, so if you are going to leave something on your plate, better that than the protein or the vegetables, which contain loads of fiber. Another great tip here is go for a 10-minute walk or use your muscles straight after a meal. This helps stabilize the blood sugar straight away. 10-minute walks are more effective than metformin for lowering blood sugar, after a meal, really, really effective. And it's also a great way of getting your step goals in. Just a little 10-minute walk will give you about 1,000 steps, which if you do that 3 times a day will give you 3,000 to 4,000 steps, which is well on your way to your weight goal. So if you can link that in with a meal, helps stabilize your blood sugar or lower your hunger, also stops you having a TT after a meal. The last one here is before eating, when you feel like it, have a tablespoon of vinegar. Apple cider vinegar works really well in a diluted glass of water because the actual vinegar can break your enamel on your teeth, so you want to ideally have it through a straw. Having that before a meal can help stabilize your blood sugars. The calories in the food stay the same, but it helps stabilize your blood sugar afterwards, which will likely help you with hunger and energy post-meal, so you don't get this food coma afterwards.